Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 3. And today I'm going to be giving you part 6 of What If Naruto Awakened the Rinne-Tenseigan. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Became the God of Lightning over an Anime King and enjoy that guys. And I also post a brand new episode on this channel of What If Naruto was Betrayed by Hagoromo, so go ahead and enjoy that as well. And over on Anime King 2 I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was too advanced for his age, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last part we left off, Gato was furious, as he couldn't believe Zabuza was already taken down. Demon of the Mist, my ass, he said. It was a good thing that he did not pay him yet, waiting for the job to be done before he paid him, because he was literally killed so quickly. He got another client though, saying that this was, well, a much stronger deal, even if he wouldn't admit it. Zabuza wasn't that weak, so this person that is guarding Tazuna must be strong. So he hired somebody else. Raymond from the cloud, a mixing nin, and his subordinate called She, that literally means death, as he hoped they will get the job done. Meanwhile, as Kakashi had spoken to Naruto who had woken up, as Naruto had explained to him that he was taken underground by this strength or technique, as Kakashi had thought that Naruto had run off, but now that he understood Naruto was taken and faced off against the other missing nin. As Naruto was acting strange, Kakashi could see a result of Naruto killing someone for the first time, as he understood. Well, he thought he did. Actually, he didn't know anything, seeing that Naruto was just faking all of this. Sasuke demanded a battle with Naruto. After all, he still haven't forgotten when Naruto almost killed him by choking him. As Naruto relented, the both of them battled. Kakashi was surprised. He heard that in the last part of the academy, Naruto started to show great promise and strength, but now he was seeing that at fullest. As the both of them were sparring, Sasuke couldn't get the one up on Naruto. Sasuke became furious to the point where it forced him to awaken his Sharingan, as he was filled with so much rage, knowing that if he can't surpass Naruto, how will he ever defeat his brother? As that amount of rage pushed him over the edge as he awakened his Sharingan. But still with his Sharingan, he was not able to outpace Naruto, as he used a fireball, almost killing Naruto. But Naruto arrived and knocked him out. When he woke up, Kakashi talked to him about that. Sasuke then went to find Naruto, as he heard that he's been crying about him nearly killing him. Naruto simply shook it off as he told Sasuke to follow him. Sasuke was surprised as Naruto talked about his brother. Many people didn't know about that, as he was surprised that Naruto even knew, as Naruto told him that he can help him gain the power that he needs to defeat his brother. As Naruto was using Sasuke like a pawn, Sasuke simply shrugged that off. Despite Naruto being strong, he wasn't that strong. But then Naruto vanished. Sasuke received the beating of his life, as he was nothing but a bruised mark on the ground when Naruto was over. He woke up not too long with Naruto healing him. After a bit of talking and convincing, as Naruto talked so calm and smooth, Sasuke didn't even realize that he was falling right into his trap, as Naruto was playing him like a puppet on strings. The week went by, as the attack started with She and Raymond. At the house, as Nami was shocked when she saw how Naruto brutally broke the ninja's neck like it was nothing, as she was holding on to Inoue so he didn't see what happened, as he tossed their bodies away. As he went off to help his team, on the bridge, Sasuke was confused when Naruto arrived and literally walked straight towards She, but she couldn't see him. She really underestimated Naruto. But when he started to fight for a serious, Naruto was simply toying around with him, as Naruto treated him like he was nothing but a toy, something to be played with, because he was not even on his level. As Naruto killed him, Raymond, who was fighting Kakashi, saw the seal in his hand went off. How could she be dead? That was impossible. How could these rookie ninjas kill she? As he rushed out to the water and he saw Naruto, as he was going to kill Naruto, but he was stopped as he was confused. He couldn't move his legs. Kakashi mustered up all of his speed that he could as he shot forward and drove his Shinoa right through him, as Raymond was unable to move. As the group made their way back to shore, Gato appeared. So yeah guys, those basically that's where we left off. You guys can switch across to the place and check it out for yourself. So let's begin this new episode. Clapping could be heard. Sakura, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Tazuna all turned their head. Standing right there was Gato. But that was not the only thing there. Hundreds of thugs were behind him, all of them having various weapons. I see now, said Gato, looking towards that exhausted Kakashi. After all, that battle with Raymond took a lot out of him. It took every inch of predictability and speed to stay on his feet to not get electrocuted. First, Zabuza, worthless demon of the mist. And now, this another worthless ninjas. As Gato sighed, I know ninjas are a pawn and always work for the money, but I mean really, two of them, and they both had assistants and they couldn't take you down. I know about you, you're Kakashi Hatake. Am I right? Well, if you know how the events will turn out, it's best if you take your man and run. That's laughable. At the moment you're currently weak, and there's nothing but a couple of kids left. That one over there seemed blind. That girl, look like she can't even hurt a fly. And that other one already seemed roughed up already. Well, at least she and Raymond did something. And now my boys can finish you off. Kakashi struggled to get back to his feet as he was leaning against the railing. He was exhausted as he glanced towards Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura, and Tazuna that was there. This would be bad. But suddenly, something flashed onto the bridge. It was not there a second, and the next second it was there. It was a person, wearing all black, a black cloak that went straight down. Just black, nothing on it. He was wearing a mask as well, a demonic mask with two horns coming from the forehead, and it had a twisted smile on its face. A Shinigami mask. He glanced towards Kakashi and the group. Who are you? Said Kakashi. Don't worry, I'm just here to help, he said. As he reached into his coat, there was a small poof as he pulled out a very long sight, as he twirled and stomped it down on the bridge. And who the hell are you? Said Gato. Another one of their friends. It doesn't matter. You will not stand in my way either. Kakashi narrowed his eyes. Kakashi-sensei, who is that? Said Sakura. I don't know, but be on your guard just in case, said Kakashi as he narrowed his eyes at the newcomer. You know, for someone so short, you have a lot of big talk. Well, if you have money like me, you should... Gato froze as he felt something pressing up against his throat. Kakashi blinked in confusion. What the hell? How did he... Wait, did he teleport? Said Sakura. The whole group was confused. He just appeared and disappeared, but he didn't wave any hand signs, he didn't do anything, he just moved. What's going on? Said Naruto. I don't know, said Kakashi. At the moment he couldn't use his Sharingan to even track him because his body was so strained and overused. He didn't know what was going on. Gato blinked as he looked down, as the blood started to fall down, dropping to his boot. The sight had scraped him. How did you... I told you, you talk too much. Look, don't kill me. I'll give you anything you want. Money, woman, power, even an island for yourself. Sorry, but my mission is to kill you. Gato pulled himself back. As he moved back on short legs, he smirked. Kill him, boys, quickly. All of them moved forward, but he was gone. They couldn't see him anymore. As all of them stood there looking around, Kakashi watched as their eyes started to close. He was confused. Gato noticed as well, as one of his main guard near to him closed his eye. Hey, what the hell is going on? Said Gato as he was confused. As he felt something on his arm, but it was nothing was there. Just what in the world was going on? Gato looked around. Hey, are you guys listening to me? He asked. I'm afraid they're not, the voice. Gato felt the arm pressed on his shoulder. As the masked ninja was leaning on his shoulder, Gato trembled in fear as he watched. Blood dripping to the ground off his arm. It was coming from his right-hand man. It then happened. Their bodies suddenly ripped open from throat to stomach. Blood spray everywhere, coating Gato. As the masked ninja was leaning on his shoulder, he didn't even get a drop of blood on him, despite him being right next to Gato. Now that your arm is gone, what was that a minute ago? The masked ninja said. That's impossible, said Sasuke. He killed him. But how? Kakashi himself was shocked beyond disbelief. He's never seen anything like this before. How? Did he teleport or something? The only person he could ever think that was this fast was his sensei. But this speed was different. If it was even speed at all, was it some strange dojutsu or something? Was he being manipulated? As he flared his chakra, he felt nothing changing. The man simply grabbed Gato by his throat and lifted him off the bridge. What now, short guy? Gato started to struggle to talk. Even your voice is annoying. As he released Gato and swiped. Gato's head hit the ground before his body did. The man simply kicked Gato's body in the water before he tossed something. Although there was nothing in his hand, Kakashi watched as the bridge creaked a little like something hit it. He was confused. The man then went through hand sign. Eternal flame, he said, as he placed his hand down on the side of the bridge where the bodies were. A white flame washed out from his palm as it consumed each and every body. It happened within seconds, turning them into dust. As they all blew away, he then placed his staff back in his coat as it just vanished inside of the darkness. He then turned. No need to be afraid, he says he makes his way over. Kakashi stepped in front of his group. Come on, why so hostile, he said. After all, I just saved your ass. I mean, you couldn't have won, could you? What do you want, said Kakashi. Is that any way to speak to someone that just saved you? Kakashi blinked as he heard the voice in his ear. Kakashi felt the arm rest on his shoulder as he was confused. It couldn't be. As he glanced towards his side where the man was there standing. Don't worry, Hatake. I'm not here to kill you. As the man then turned. But you, on the other hand. Naruto stepped back. You interest me. And your eyes as well, he said, glancing towards Sasuke. He then glanced towards Sakura before he turned back towards Kakashi. Next time, you could at least say thanks, you know? Who are you, said Kakashi. Oh, sorry. The name is Void. That's all you'll be knowing now. And with that, he was gone. Kakashi spread his hands around as he narrowed his eyes. He felt so useless, as he knew that he could never fight whoever this person is. This person just annihilate bandits, hundreds of them within seconds, despite them being bandits. Kakashi knew that he was weak at the moment, and if he were to fight all of them, he would definitely be taken down. But this guy, and how does he move that fast? Void. Is he gone? Said Tazuna. It looks that way, said Naruto as he glanced around. Why is he interested in Sasuke and Naruto? Asked Sakura. I have no idea, said Kakashi. As Naruto looked up, as he saw Inere, along with the villagers making their way. It seems that they came to protect them. Meanwhile, slam! Gato was forcefully slammed inside of his safe. Open it. As with shaking hands he opened the safe, Gato was confused. He saw the ninjas looking like something happened to him. It was like he wasn't even there. Even though he was talking, it was like he didn't know what to even say what happened back then. They couldn't see him for some reason. And this person had thrown him in the water. As he tried to crawl upon shore, he cried out. He tried to beg them to save him and he would pay them, but they ignored him. Or did they even see him? Gato was confused. As he opened the safe, the massive safe in front of him, jewels, gold, cash, drugs. It was filled with all kind of illegal stuff that Gato was obtained. Well, some of it legal, given his shipping company. But the rest of it not so legal. There you go, Void, said Gato, his voice trembling with fear. I gave you what you want. Are you gonna let me go now? Oh, yes. You can go. Gato started to back away. As he saw the door wide open, he was really gonna let him go. As he knew that he could make back this money, it will take some time, but he can. His life was more valuable as he started to run on his little short legs, only for him to stop at the doorway. As his head rolled off his shoulders and his body collapsed, Void returned his sight back into his cloak as he smirked under the mask. Time skip. Thank you all, said Kazuna as he smiled at his new friends that he had made that helped him despite him lying about the mission. As Sakura waved them off, as Inari shouted to see them again one day. The group made their way as their mission was completed. The bridge was completed, Gato was gone. Everything was now peaceful. Sasuke glanced towards Naruto. As Naruto had told him that once they got back to the village, he would help train him. Despite being so prideful, Sasuke wanted the help, as he wanted to get stronger to defeat Itachi, knowing that he couldn't defeat Naruto. After what Naruto went through some strange training, he needed that for himself as well. So he was going to put up with it for now, because he needs to get stronger no matter what. As the group made their way back to Konoha, Kakashi had a lot to tell to Sarutobi. Whoever this Void was, he seemed like a dangerous person. He's never heard of him before. This need to be reported. Sasuke was also thinking, as he remembered when she could not see Naruto. But that was impossible. Naruto was right beside him. And why would he do something like that? He simply shrugged it off. As Sakura was happy, finally able to leave that place. It wasn't like she hated people of weight, but she just didn't want to fight any more people. Well, not that she fight anyone. She just didn't want anything else to happen. As the group made their way back to Konoha, meanwhile that was going on, a masked man was currently sitting down. Orange mask, single eye hole. And why did I take so long to know about this? The white Zetsus had kept it to themselves. Seems like Madara never wanted you to know about this. Huh. A backup plan, huh? Said the masked man. It was none other than Obito, as Zetsu was informing him about Naruto Uzumaki. So he took Minato's son. To believe that he is related to him. I'm quite surprised. What did you do now? Said Black Zetsu. Well, you found him, didn't you? Yes. And you spoke to him? Yes, said Zetsu. And despite Madara not wanting me to find out about him, he wants to meet me. Yes, he believes that both of you are working towards the same goal. So why not work together? Well, he does have a ninth heel within him, so he's gonna have to die. I kind of informed him about that. But he has a plan. He told me he just wants to meet you. Well then, I guess I'll have to have a chat with this little Naruto Uzumaki. Obito said to himself as he was intrigued. Flashback. Back at the hidden wave, as Black Zetsu rises from the ground. You wanted to see me, he said. Yes, said Naruto. His back turned to Zetsu as he was in the room. I want to meet him now. Now? Zetsu said. Yes. Tell him who I am. And remember to tell him that this was keeping from you. Just follow the plan. So you're gonna kill him, asked Black Zetsu. No. He's still useful at the moment. But once he isn't, he's gone. But now I still have use for him. Things I need him to be doing, which I can't at the moment. Tell me something, Black Zetsu said. What? Said Naruto. Why do you still remain in Konoha? After everything, I thought that you would probably want to nuke that place for what they did. But even though you're strong, you show no ill will towards the place. What do you have planning? Naruto smirked, as he didn't say anything, as Zetsu waited. As Naruto finally spoke. You will find out all in due time, my friend, he said. So we're friends now, said Zetsu. We aren't. Well, given that you almost tried to kill me, I never thought we were friends. Just a bit of disagreement with friends. Now set up the meeting. End of flashback. At Konoha, as Kakashi had dismissed his team, Sarutobi had berated him a bit for going on the mission and not telling him. But everything worked out. And now they found out about this void. But how is that possible, said Sarutobi. Sir, I have no idea. I didn't even see him move. And the crazy thing about that, I felt no fluctuation of power. So that couldn't be pure speed. There's only one man that I know that is fast like that. As Kakashi glanced towards a photo of Minato on the wall, and he even used chakra to enhance his speed with his Fuinjutsu. But this void, he could have killed us all right there if he wanted to. I don't know what he wants, but he said that he's interested in Naruto. And he's also interested in Sasuke's eyes. Well, I understand Sasuke's eyes, seeing that he's one of the few remaining Sharingan users. But Naruto, do you think it's because of what he holds? Yes, perhaps. But what are we gonna do, said Kakashi? Well, for now, there's nothing we can do. Because we have no lead on this void person. I've never even heard of him before. And if someone so talented is out there, and they haven't been spotted, he must be playing it careful. So we have to just keep a focus and an eye out on Naruto. Make sure that him and Sasuke are both kept under good watch. Will do. At the time I was weakened and exhausted. But next time I'll be ready for whoever this is. And if it comes to it, I'll bring him back to try and get questioning. Or I'll end him. Sarutobi nodded. When it comes towards Naruto, it was rather dangerous, given that Naruto had the ninth tail inside of him. And Sasuke, those eyes of his, if the Counts ever find out about this void, they would never want to make them leave the village. And that wouldn't sit well with Naruto or Sasuke for their missions. Later that night, as Naruto was currently lying down in his bed, his finger twitched the slightest when a void opened up in his room. A swirling vortex. The masked man stepped out of it, as Obito glanced towards Naruto that was sleeping. As Zetsu had told him the location, Obito moved forward as he absorbed Naruto into his vortex, as Naruto did not move, pretending like he was sleeping, as he was taken away. Out in the Fire Nation, where the trees were a lot, Naruto was dropped on the ground as Obito appeared in a swirling vortex. Don't tell me you're still asleep, even after all that. No, I was just wondering where you were taking me. Thought it would be some secret hideout or something. You're pretty calm. Well, why shouldn't I be? Or perhaps are you here to kill me? Well, there are some precautions first to be dealt with. You have something that we need to go along with our plans. So I don't understand how you will have to live through the procedure. Well, you don't have to worry about that, said Naruto. And why is that, said Obito? At the moment I don't feel right telling you anything, said Naruto. Obito smirked. Are you trying to make an ultimatum? And what if I am? Well, I could literally rip the information out of you. To what you were really after. It's hard to believe that Madara told you the same thing and everything I've been told as well. Given that you spoke to him, do you know who I am? Of course, Obito Uchiha, said Naruto. Obito narrowed his eyes on the mask. So why don't we talk face to face? You're quite arrogant for one so young. Well, I heard you were quite arrogant as well. Now, remove the mask, or I won't say another word. Obito moved forward as he appeared in front of Naruto. You think you're in charge here? You should know, I'm the one holding all the cards. If I don't want, I can literally take you right now and take the 9 tails from you, and that'll be it. All of your dreams, all of your hope will just be flushed down the toilet. Suddenly, clip! The mask was thrown to the side, smashing into a tree, but it did not break. Obito stepped back in shock. What the hell? He glanced towards Naruto. Oh, that rock really messed your face up. Obito stood there confused as he couldn't understand what was going on. What? You look so surprised. You thought you're the only one that had tricks. Oh, trust me, you don't. The next time you come into my face like that again, and run your mouth, I'll kill you without a second thought. Obito's face turned serious. Or someone that will ruin everything, I can see it from now. I don't think I want you alive. Oh really, said Naruto. So you're gonna end me now? Yes, Obito said. With that, he was gone. In a disappearing, a swirling vortex simply erased his body. Suddenly, Naruto twisted to the left as a rod ripped through the place that he was. Obito came out of the swirling vortex as he swung the rod towards Naruto's neck, only for Naruto to step back as he tossed the rod, only for it to stop in front of Naruto as it bursts into nothing but black particles. This is the second time you've done something stupid, and this is the first time we're meeting. It seems you're quite stupid. Obito froze as he heard a voice in his ear. He spun around only to see nothing standing there. What are you looking for, said the voice. Obito glanced over to see Naruto lean up against a tree. How are you doing this? I told you. You have your secrets, and I have mine. And besides, I know all about you, Obito. That ability of yours. And that's not gonna work on me. Look for yourself. Obito felt something wrong. Pain. It's been so long since he felt pain, ever since he awakened his ability. So, glancing down, he saw an X carved in his chest. A simple slash. How did you? I told you. You have your abilities, I have mine. Obito shot forward. He was going to kill this boy. Only for Naruto to raise his shirt, showing his stomach. The seal and area on his stomach started to vanish, until nothing was there. Obito stopped. What have you done? Oh, that's another thing. I don't have the fox inside of me. What? Obito said, confused. Yes, I've taken him and stored him away. Somewhere that you or no one else will find him. So it seems like I have a bit of leverage here. After all, I didn't even tell the Zetsus where I stored him. So I'm the only one with that information. Then I'll just rip it from your mind, Obito said. Naruto waved his finger as he reached into his pouch and tossed something at the ground. Obito's eyes narrowed. No, this is... Yes. You and I both know that Fuinjutsu is quite a complex theory. That right there is a memory wiping seal. To erase a particular memory, I kind of erase the location from my brain. What have you done? Calm down, Obito said Naruto. I have a way to get it back. It's simple, really. How? Well, I'm not going to tell you, said Naruto. Obito came forward and grabbed Naruto by the shirt as he picked Naruto off his feet. As Naruto simply looked down at him without a care in the world. Tell me, he said. As the man was furious. I'm not telling you shit, said Naruto. Now, if you ever want to see that again, put me down. Obito slowly and reluctantly released Naruto. You know, I just wanted to have a simple conversation, but you had to go and start things. Obito fell down to his knees as he coughed up blood. What did you do to me? He said. As he looked down to his chest, multiple slashes and bruise marks, like he was hit repeatedly over and over. I told you not to come in my face once again. Naruto says he stepped forward as he smashed his boot into Obito's chin, sending him sailing into a tree. Obito crashed right in it. He wasn't able to activate his Kamui ability. as he was in intense pain with blood leaking from his mouth and his chest. Naruto made his way over. As he looked down at him, Obito was coughing up blood. "You're lucky. I'm not gonna kill you. The next time we have a conversation, I expect you to show up and listen to what I have to say. And you don't come, I call you. After all, I have the cards here, the Ninetales is needed. Oh, and next time I call you, I expect you to come quickly. After all, I called you in the evening and you wait till night." As Naruto reached down and tapped Obito on the face. "Don't behave like a baby." As Naruto turned his head as a white Zetsu came from the ground. "He needs some help." Black Zetsu emerged a second later. "Remember, Obito, when I'm ready to talk, I'll call you. But until then, stay where you are. If I sense or see you anywhere near Konoha, it'll be much worse." Obito was in shock as he couldn't understand. He was bested. Ever since he got his ability, there was only one man that bested him, and that was Minato. But to this boy, he had no idea what he was doing. Obito was just confused. He really did not understand what the hell was going on. Time skip. Obito was lying down in a futon. White Zetsu had just detached himself from him after healing his wounds. He picked himself up slowly as Black Zetsu was standing there in the corner. "Seems like it's harder than you thought." "What the hell is he?" said Obito as he glanced towards Black Zetsu. "I'm afraid I can't tell you that. I thought you were supposed to be Madara as well." "Well, seems like he changed as well because I don't even know what that boy is." "It seems like he's hiding something though." "Yes, I'm sure of that, Obito. It must be some kind of rare dojutsu. After all, from what you've told me, he's from all the major clans. Could he have the Rinnegan? But what ability of the Rinnegan can do something like that?" "Perhaps it's something else," Obito said, as he clenched his fists. "What are you gonna do now?" "Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do but wait." "Really?" "Yes," Obito said. "If this boy has the Nine Tails, and using that memory seal on himself, damn it, I won't be able to get it." As Obito glanced towards the wall, as he looked like he literally wanted to burn a hole in it with his eyes, he really wanted to know what the hell is that boy, and how did he hurt him this badly. Well, that won't go on for too long. He will find out what makes him tick, and who's precious to him, and he will get what he wants. It doesn't matter if they're on the same side or what. This boy has humiliated him, and he will not stand for that, no matter what. Time skip. 2 months later, Naruto was currently in his office. Over the past 2 months, this void had surely been active. Things has been stirring up in the elemental nations. Most of the major, and even some of the minor nations, this void character has visited them. It was strange because he went to talk to the Kages, casually, and that literally made no sense. Naruto couldn't understand what game he was playing. He was the only Kage that he didn't come to speak to. At the moment, it was currently night time, as Naruto was wondering, what was this void doing? The Kazekage told him that it was nothing special that he talked to him about. Naruto feel that the Kazekage was slowly becoming against him for some reason and didn't know why. The relationship was never tight in the first place, but now it was becoming strained. He told him that it was nothing special, this man just break into his office and asked him how his day was going. And that was strange. He introduced himself as boy before heading off. As Naruto wondered what game he was playing. But on the other hand, his alliance between the San was becoming quite cold, as they used to brief them before entering the Land of Fire if they want to go on missions there. But 3 missions have been on Sunrise, with them just passing through. And Naruto need to have a talk with him. He didn't know what the Kazekage was playing at, but he really need to find out. The Envus in the office all shift as they descended down from the ceiling, weapons and blade extended, as they pointed at the man's throat. The man that just suddenly appeared in the office, it was so sudden, Sartobi was shocked seeing that he was looking away. When he heard the footsteps, he finally turned in his chair. He was expecting this no sooner than later, seeing that this Void character has already visited most of the Hokages already. Sorry if I made you thought you were left out, Hokage-san. After all, I visited most of the Kages already. But you were the last one on my list, so you have nothing to worry about. Void, I presume. Yes. I'm glad that the information is spreading. As he smiled. So tell me, Void, what exactly do you want? Just came to see how your day was going, and inform you about something that I've recently heard. Oh, and what is that? The Hino-san is planning on betraying you very soon. Sartobi narrowed his eyes. This can't be a coincidence. The same thing that he was just talking about. And how do you know that, he said. Well, can I get a bit of a room, said Void. I mean, these guys look like they want to kill me. Well, stepping into a Kage's office uninvited, and not knowing your intentions, they should be trying to kill you. Oh, sorry about that then. Well, at least you're quite polite. Well, you must always have respect towards your elders. And you being this old, I just came to inform you about what is going to be going down. The rumors are that he's going to betray you with your student. My student? Yes, the one that betrayed you first. And the only one that betrayed you. Not talking about the big booby one, or the pervert. Seeing that they are out of the equation. So you must know who I'm talking about, right? Orochimaru, said Sartobi. Bingo, said Void. Now, with that information, you should be ready for the upcoming invasion. And why go through this length to give me this information? What are you playing at? Well, I know that if I send it by a carrier post, you wouldn't believe that it's real. I mean, who believe mails like that, right? Come on, you guys understand, right? He said turn towards the Anfu, but they didn't answer him. They were just waiting on the Hokage order to end this man's life. As he dared step foot in here and talk so casually, but the Hokage did not give them that order yet, as Turtle was on his feet. So tell me, how did you come by this information? Sorry, can't reveal my sources. But you should know, you're gonna die. The Anfu weapon stinks. Oh no, no, no. I'm not gonna be killing you. I mean, you're quite old. So I believe if you face off against Orochimaru now, he's gonna kill you. So you better, well, start picking a successor. I'll be taking my leave now. That's all I came to say. Oh, forgot. How's your day going? Quite well, said Sartobi. But I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave now. You have some very valuable information that I need. And I want to know who you are, Sartobi says. He stepped forward. Oh. The Anfu's blinked in surprise. He was gone. Sorry about that, Hokage-sama. I can't allow you to know my identity just yet. The Anfu's froze as he turned. Void had his hand around the Hokage's shoulder and whispered into his ear. Don't worry. Sartobi stopped them from moving as he narrowed his eyes towards Void. So why give out such information for free? Who said I was giving it out for free, said Void. I'm just helping you guys, so when the time comes, when I take what I want, I hope you don't attack me. And what exactly do you want? Well, I've seen a couple of promising ninjas near village that I have my eye on. So when I come for them, I hope that you don't lash out and try to have me killed. Well, your successor. Because I already told you if you fight Orochimaru, you're gonna die. And I'm not saying I'm gonna kill you, but Orochimaru, he's gonna kill you. And what makes you think that? Given how twisted that snake freak is, he must have something planned for you. But that's all I came here to say. See you another time, Hokage-dano. And with that he was gone. Sartobi glanced around the room. He didn't feel any chakra for teleportation. He would have feel the chakra output. What in the world was going on here? As the Anvu here turned towards him. Get the Anvu commander and scour this village from head to toe. And if he's here, find him and bring him in. Here nodded as they all spread out. Sartobi stood there. This was strange. Speed like that he's never seen before. Or if that was some strange ability, he didn't know what this void was doing. And the other thing that was so pressing was the information that he's gotten. He couldn't outright spoke to the Kazekage about this. Because if the man knew, he would have changed his plans. So he had to stop this. He had to wait for it and stop it. Cut it down. If they were really working for Orochimaru, this was bad. But that would give him the perfect chance to correct his mistake that he made so long ago. Yes, you'll finally kill Orochimaru. You'll have to summon Jerry back to the village to go and scout out some information for him. He needed to find out what the hell was going on. Meanwhile, at the hidden sound, in a dark, secluded base, at the moment strapped to a table was a man, as he was unconscious. Orochimaru, the snake Sanin, the one known who was there over the man with some tools, picking and plodding, doing all kind of things. His little twisted, sick experiment. Orochimaru felt that strange feeling, but he shrugged it off as it was nothing. He felt it once again, and he simply shrugged it off. As he felt it, as he turned around, only to find nothing. He was confused. He was sure that there was something around here, messing with him or something, but he didn't see anything, and didn't hear anything. Wow. What are you doing? Said a voice. Orochimaru slowly narrowed his eyes as he saw someone looking over his shoulder. He was surprised. He didn't sense his person at all. A snake lashed out from his wrist, coiling around the person, only for the snake just fall to the ground. As the person arrived beside his other shoulder. So, what are you doing? Orochimaru leaped back. Who are you? He said. Oh, you haven't heard of me. Orochimaru narrowed his eyes. Are you Void? He said. Oh, so you have heard of me. Yes, I have. I've heard you've been breaking inside of Kage's manor. I never thought that you'd come to visit poor old me, Orochimaru said. Well, you are a ruler, said Void as he looked around. I mean, the hidden sound. You have this thing under your thumb. So I had to come and visit you. So what's up, Orochimaru said Void. As he glanced around the room, I see you're still twisted as ever. You speak like we're familiar, said Orochimaru. Whether we are or whether we're not, it remains to be seen. Just exactly who are you? I'm Void. So, been doing any big experiment lately? Orochimaru simply glanced towards him, as he looked like he dropped his guard. Well, if you have to know, yes. As he went back doing what he was doing. Oh. That's quite disgusting. How do you stand it? Well, after years of experimenting, you get used to it, Orochimaru said, feigning ignorance. As a snake crawled from his pants leg going towards the man. As Void just kept on walking around him, not looking like he cared about anything in the world. As the snake bit Void's leg, before he kicked it away, Orochimaru moved off and slammed the man into the wall, breaking the wall behind him. As he slammed his body into the other wall, before it squeezed his neck tight, as he reached and grabbed the button of the mask, before ripping it off. Orochimaru felt the mask resisting, as he felt like he was literally ripping skin, as he tore it off. Yo, you know he was just trying to help, right? Orochimaru turned in shock. How? Void was standing there, his mask completely intact, while he looked at his hand to see a face. He dropped the body of a sound ninja as he just ripped off his face. How did you? Orochimaru flared his chakra once again as he'd been doing it the entire time. To break this genjutsu if he was under one, but he wasn't. So what the hell was going on? I know that leaders had to be strict, but killing your subordinate like this was quite wicked and cruel. Well, not my business. I just came to inform you that the Kazekage don't seem to trust you that much. Oh, don't be surprised, Orochimaru-chan. Void said in a mocking tone as Orochimaru narrowed his eyes. He's been having ninjas watch over the border to find out your exact location, but don't worry, I killed all of them. As Void reached into his cloak and pulled out headbands and tossed them at Orochimaru's feet. And why would you do something that generous or little to me, Orochimaru said. Well, I did something for you, and you gave me something, said Boy as he pulled out a scroll. Orochimaru narrowed his eyes. What's that? Oh, I took it from your secret compartment. Something I need. Thanks. See you soon, Orochimaru-chan, he said, and he was gone. Orochimaru glanced around. He was literally gone. It was like he erased himself completely from existence. Now this was worrying, troublesome for this person, whoever is to just come in towards the laboratory and take what he wants. Something was really off here. For one thing, who the hell was that? Time slip as Naruto was going towards the bridge, where he was supposed to meet up with Kakashi. It's been 3 months since everything happened in the Hidden Wave. From then they have been going on D rank missions, some other C rank and a B rank, where they protect a princess. But other than that, nothing much. And everything has been going along quite smooth. Ever since his meeting with Obito, he hasn't summoned him yet. After all, Naruto was really no longer a Jinchuriki. Naruto did many things in the past, and this was one of them that he would not reveal yet to anyone. There were many things that Naruto would never reveal, and he would keep on hiding them until time is ready. As he made his way, he knew the reason why Kakashi was calling them, as he knew about the upcoming Chunin exams. This year, the sun was sent near Jinchuriki that was known to be unstable. As he made his way around the corner, Naruto said a voice. As he turned to see Sakura, she ran up to him as Naruto kept on walking. Naruto, she called again, but he just kept on walking. Naruto, as she ran in front of him. What? Didn't you hear me calling you? She said. How are you already out of breath? Said Naruto. I mean, it's just from there to here. Oh, shut it, she said. You could have at least waited for me. Yeah, I could have, said Naruto. So tell me, what do you want? Well, I thought we could walk towards Kakashi-sensei together. I mean, he did tell us that we were supposed to meet him today. That's where you're going, right? Yeah, said Naruto. Alright then, let's go. As Naruto simply walked beside her, something has been bugging Sakura for a very long time now. Can I see your eyes? She asks. What? Why? Well, in the academy I used to see your eyes a lot of time. But since you started wearing those things, I can't remember how they look. And why would you care? Come on, you're my teammate. Despite all the crap we're going through already, we're still teammates, aren't we? And I'm just curious. I mean, you've been hiding them ever since you left the academy. Why? That's none of your business. But we're teammates, and that doesn't mean anything, said Naruto. But before she could say anything else, put me down, a voice said, as he turned the corner to see Konohamaru. Konohamaru glanced over as he saw. Boss, help me, he says. He looked towards Naruto. What's going on? Said Naruto, its voice calm as he didn't even look at the sand ninja. This guy, he won't put me down. Who are you? Said Sakura. That's none of your business, girlie, the boy in full black said. The girl to the corner scoffed, as Conqueror was really getting out of trouble for one little piece of shit. Wait till Gaara hear about this. He's gonna be angry. Conqueror simply smirked as he glanced towards his sister. Come on, Temari. Showing these people that the sun is on top. Well, they should already know that. I'm just making sure they understand it. Whoever you are, you're not from this village, said Sakura, as she glanced towards the headband. The hidden sand. That's right, you're from the hidden sand. Oh, what gave you the idea, girlie? Huh, Konoha ninjas. So dumb. Boss, make them put him down, said Moki. Yeah, said Udon. You need to put him down, said Sakura. That is the grandson of the third Hokage. Huh, you gotta be joking, right? This pipsqueak here, said Kankuro, but on the inside he was sweating. This was really the grandson of the third Hokage? This was bad. Very, very bad. Konohamaru smirked. So, makeup boy, you gonna put me down now? What did you just call me? Makeup boy, said Konohamaru. Why, you little... Kankuro pulled back his fist, in his rage, completely forgetting that this was the grandson of the third Hokage. But suddenly, Kankuro tripped as he dropped to the ground. He didn't trip, he was hit. Kankuro held on to his bleeding nose. What the hell? As he touched his nose confused. Who? As he glanced around, Konohamaru picked himself up. What just happened? He said. Sakura looked around confused. Hey, did you enjoy the show? Said Naruto. As up in the tree was Sasuke. Sasuke glanced towards Naruto. As he didn't see it once again. He knew that Naruto did something, but he did not see it. Over the past 3 months, Sasuke has been brutally trained by Naruto. Every single night he went home with bruises. Every time he messed up, Naruto just piled it on even worse. But it didn't matter, Sasuke felt himself getting stronger. And Naruto knew things that he should not know. But for the sake of getting stronger, Sasuke never questioned him. Abilities that Naruto told him not to show Kakashi or to do on missions. Sasuke couldn't believe how much stronger he was getting. Kakashi didn't even seem like his sensei anymore, as he couldn't believe the dope was his sensei. He quickly shook off that thought. What's going on? Sasuke said. Sakura has been noticing that Sasuke has been getting rather calm towards Naruto. That is why she's been trying to make friends with Naruto lately, because Sasuke doesn't seem to mind him anymore, so she's been trying to get in the swing of things as well. Oh, I wasn't talking to you, said Naruto. I'm talking to you. The group looked up as there was another boy there, hanging from a tree upside down. Sasuke was surprised because he did not sense him. How didn't he? The boy then burst into sand. Gaara. Kankuro. Are you embarrassing our village? No, Be quiet. If you speak out of line again, I'll kill you. Kankuro. Gulp. Sorry for my teammate intrusion. It won't happen again. Oh, it's quite alright. You. What's your name? Oh. The name is Naruto Uzumaki. What's yours? Gaara. Gaara of the desert. I hope to see you in the exam. Gaara didn't know what it was, but he saw Kankuro get knocked down, but yet none of them move. One of them had a rather interesting ability, and he intended to know what it was, and then feed that person blood to mother, he smirked to himself. But guys, if you end this episode right here, if you want to be part of this, do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification as I posted. But I'm off for now, see you guys soon, peace.